Hey, Truth Seekers, welcome back. Zach here. More sad news to report. In this case, it is the death of Leonard Nimoy. He died early this morning, and I want to note that yesterday I predicted there would be a major celebrity death. I made that prediction based on two key things that I want to look at, and I want to show you how they come up even more. So, today, the date of Leonard Nimoy's death is February 27th, 2015. What stands out about this date is its numerology. 2 plus 27 plus 15 sums to 44. Like the word kill was simple English gematria. This number is very much associated with death, and so is the number 227, which also ties into other things besides death. But what it represents is cycles and circles. Because if you take these numbers 227, if you make it 22 and you divide it by 7, you get the number pi, 3.14. We see this number repeated so much in history. Last March, there was the plane crash in the Indian Ocean with 227 passengers. In the past, there's been missing flights, Flight 227, other wrecks with 227 passengers. The Ronald Reagan assassination attempt happened at 2:27 in the afternoon, and so much more. Also, we're in the month of February, a very Masonic month. In simple English gematria, February sums to 96, like the word Freemason. With Pythagorean gematria, it sums to the number 42, another number associated with death and a whole lot more. So right now, the main headlines out there: Leonard Nimoy, a long and prosperous life. MSNBC, live long and prospered. All right, so those are the headlines. What I want to do now is break down the numerology of Leonard Nimoy. And let's keep in mind that the show Star Trek began in the year 66. What do we know about 66, Truth Seeker? It's coded into so much. Another number closely associated with it is 33. If we write out the word 33 and sum it with Pythagorean gematria, it sums to 66. In this case, one of the main characters, Leonard Nimoy, Spock, has a name gematria of 33, tying in with 66. So, the name Leonard Nimoy, Leonard with Pythagorean gematria sums to 33. The name Nimoy sums to 31. 31 plus 33 equals 64. Further, 31 through 33 are the foundational degrees of Scottish Rite Freemasonry. If you add 33 and 31, you get 64. The name Spock, with simple English gematria, the character he plays on Star Trek, also sums to 64. This is also what Thelema sums to, and so many of these occult sacrifices have to do with Thelema, possibly this one as well. The full name Leonard Simon Nimoy sums to 89, like the word religion, a common number we find for so many of these celebrities. If you guys want to know something interesting, Truth Seeker, you should do your own names and see what you find. My name also happens to sum to 89 and 98 if I use the exception, just like Leonard Simon Nimoy. With simple English gematria, the name Leonard's 69, the name Nimoy is 76. These are also very Masonic numbers. He was born March 26, 1931. That means he was less than a month from turning 84 years old. He died at the age of 83. Recently, Ernie Banks, the baseball player out of Chicago, died. Similar time in his life, nearly 84. We're seeing so much of this, Truth Seeker. And there's more connections to Ernie Banks and Leonard Nimoy. The name Ernie Banks sums to 53. The initials LN become 3 and 5, the flip of that. Last night, the NBA's first black player in their history died at the age of 86. Another curious number. His initials are 5-3. Leonard Nimoy's 3-5. We're seeing a lot of this coding over and over. Leonard Nimoy's acting career started in the year 53. Ernie Banks joined professional baseball in 53. His name equaled 53. So all these celebrities who are dying have similar connections in numerology, in the years their careers started, and so on. The numerology of the date he was born on is 25, which reduces to 7 in numerology. 2 plus 5 is 7. The other method, it's a numerology of 60. 6 plus 0 is 6. So these are his life numbers, 7 and 6. The name Nimoy is 76. Again, Spock with simple English gematria is just like Leonard Nimoy with Pythagorean gematria. Spock with Pythagorean gematria becomes 19, 28, and 37. Numbers of significance, 28 days in the month of February, which he died. 19 is a number of much significance. Some more gematria for Star Trek. The guy who does a lot of the modern day Star Trek movies, episodes, is J.J. Abrams, who has a name gematria of 74. Him and Brannon Braga have come out and publicly spoken about how they code the number 47 into so many Star Trek episodes. And what's interesting about Brannon Braga is his name gematria. Brandon's 33, his last name's 20, name gematria of 53. The numbers we keep talking about, 47, 74, 53, 33. It's all there, Truth Seeker. If you go to Wikipedia, you can look this up, 47 in Star Trek. It will show you just how they code it. And they even talk about gematria. For example, this episode, the characters in apartment 4G, they recognize how G is the 7th letter, so 4G is another way of saying 47. Brannon Braga confirms that. All right, so Leonard Nimoy, he died in Bel Air, California, his home. He was born in Boston, Massachusetts, one of the 3 states with 33 gematria. From this day forward, Zachary Quinto is going to play Spock. His last name, Quinto, has the numerology of 96 like Freemason, and with Pythagorean 33, just like Leonard. So Quinto and Leonard, carrying on the condition. Zachary Quinto was born on 6/2, like the word Mason, in the year 77. Another number of much importance. Again, month of February, a very Masonic month. If there was a third reason he died, it's because it's also February. So, what I want to go back and show you is how these numbers have come up in Star Trek in the past. This episode is right before MLK was assassinated, April 4th, 4/4/1968. In this episode, there's a character, Colonel Gary 7, Special Agent. Gary 7 with simple English gematria becomes 116. The name Martin Luther King Jr. with Pythagorean gematria is also 116. If you flip this number upside down, it becomes 911. So Gary 7 has a direct connection to Martin Luther King Jr. This name with Pythagorean gematria sums to 44. MLK was assassinated April 4th, 1968, 1 year to the day, April 4th, 67, that he spoke out against the Vietnam War. So much coding, Truth Seeker, through our history, through our television programs, even up till today, the death of Leonard Nimoy. So R.I.P. Leonard Nimoy. You entertained many people for many years, and apparently it was you picked out for this fitting date numerology, February 27th, 2015, numerology of 44, the kill number on 22/7, having to do with cycles and circles. R.I.P.